Well, good evening from London. Welcome to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Today, Harry and Meghan torched what little was left of their relationship with the royal family and what little was left, frankly, of their own reputations. Last week was mostly sycophantic. This latest instalment was downright seditious.
I need to do this for my family. This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, and for Archie's as well, because I could see where this was headed.
A secret that changes everything. Meghan Markle has always been a figure of intrigue, sparking debates about tradition, race, and the evolving role of the British monarchy. However, the Duchess of Sussex now finds herself at the center of yet another storm. A shocking revelation about her past and her struggles within the royal institution has been brought to light, reigniting debates over her relationship with Prince Harry and the royal family. The secret Meghan tried to keep under wraps is no longer hidden. It's out in the open, and the world is taking notice. The controversy escalated when British TV personality Piers Morgan, known for his outspoken criticism of Meghan, dropped a series of bombshell claims. Morgan's allegations questioned Meghan's credibility and intentions, painting her as manipulative and self-serving. His fiery rhetoric not only intensified the public scrutiny of the Sussexes, but also cast a shadow over Meghan's personal narrative. Morgan's remarks have polarized public opinion, with supporters rallying behind Meghan while critics accuse her of hypocrisy. What exactly is Meghan's secret, and how does it challenge her carefully curated public image? This revelation has profound implications, not just for Meghan and Harry, but for the entire royal family. At its core, this story is about more than one woman. It's a reflection of the deep divide between modern ideals and centuries-old traditions. As we delve into the details, the stakes couldn't be higher: betrayal, hypocrisy, and the growing rift between Meghan, Harry, and the monarchy. The royal fallout: Meghan and Harry break tradition. In January 2020, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sent shockwaves through the world when they announced their decision to step back from their roles as senior royals. This unprecedented move marked the first time in modern royal history that such a high-profile couple had chosen to step away from the institution. Meghan and Harry's announcement, dubbed Megxit by the media, broke centuries of British royal tradition and created a public and media firestorm. The Sussexes claimed they wanted to escape the relentless pressures of royal life, achieve financial independence, and live a more private existence. However, critics viewed their decision as a betrayal of the monarchy. To many, the couple's choice signaled an abandonment of duty, a disregard for tradition, and a prioritization of personal gain over responsibility. The British press was quick to portray Meghan as the driving force behind the decision, fueling public outrage and further deepening the rift between the Sussexes and the royal family. Among the loudest voices was Piers Morgan, who called Meghan and Harry's actions selfish and damaging to the monarchy. He accused them of wanting to have their cake and eat it too, pointing to their desire to retain royal titles and privileges while shirking their responsibilities. Morgan's criticism tapped into the frustrations of many Britons, who viewed the Sussexes' actions as a threat to the stability and legacy of the royal institution. As tensions grew, Meghan and Harry's decision became a lightning rod for debates about tradition, loyalty, and the future of the monarchy. Piers Morgan's explosive revelations. Piers Morgan has been one of Meghan Markle's most vocal critics, and his explosive revelations about her have added fuel to an already raging fire. Morgan openly accused Meghan of exaggerating her struggles and using them to manipulate public opinion. He questioned the sincerity of her claims, including her allegations of racism and mental health struggles within the royal family. Morgan's harsh words struck a chord with many who felt skeptical about Meghan's narrative. Morgan's most scathing criticism came after Meghan's 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey. "I don't believe a word she says," Morgan famously declared, sparking backlash from Meghan's supporters and prompting heated debates on social media. Morgan accused Meghan of playing the victim while simultaneously capitalizing on her royal status to secure lucrative media deals. He argued that her actions were hypocritical, pointing out the contradictions in her desire for privacy and her willingness to share intimate details in high-profile interviews. For many in Britain, Morgan's comments reflected their own frustrations with Meghan and Harry. The Sussexes' public grievances, media appearances, and multi-million-dollar Netflix and Spotify deals were seen as inconsistent with their stated desire to live a quieter, more private life. While Morgan's fiery rhetoric divided audiences, it undeniably amplified the conversation about Meghan and Harry's role in reshaping the monarchy's image. Meghan's early days, the promise of a modern royal. When Meghan Markle joined the royal family in 2018, she was hailed as a breath of fresh air, a symbol of progress and diversity for an institution long criticized for its lack of inclusivity. As a biracial American actress with a successful career, Meghan brought a modern, glamorous energy to the monarchy that resonated with younger generations. Her marriage to Prince Harry was seen as a fairy tale romance that bridged two vastly different worlds. Initially, Meghan appeared to embrace her role as a working royal with enthusiasm. Her public appearances were polished and poised, and she was praised for her humanitarian efforts and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Many saw Meghan as a trailblazer who could help modernize the monarchy and make it more relatable to a global audience. However, beneath the surface, Meghan's transition into royal life was far from seamless. Behind closed doors, Meghan faced numerous challenges. The rigid protocols of royal life, combined with relentless media scrutiny, took a toll on her mental health and sense of self. Reports of tensions between Meghan and members of the royal family began to emerge, hinting at a deeper struggle to fit into an institution steeped in centuries-old traditions. While Meghan's public image was that of a confident and capable duchess, privately, she grappled with feelings of isolation and a lack of support. The Sandringham Summit, a royal clash. In the wake of Meghan and Harry's shocking announcement to step back from royal duties, the royal family convened a crisis meeting at Sandringham in January 2020. Dubbed the Sandringham Summit, the gathering brought together Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry to discuss the couple's future. Meghan, who was in Canada at the time, did not attend the meeting, leaving Harry to represent their shared interests. The discussions at Sandringham were reportedly tense as the royal family grappled with the unprecedented nature of Meghan and Harry's decision. The couple's desire for a half-in, half-out role, where they would retain their royal titles while pursuing financial independence, was deemed impractical by the Queen and other senior royals. The decision was made that Meghan and Harry would relinquish their HRH titles, step down as working royals, and no longer receive public funding. Critics accused Meghan and Harry of blindsiding the royal family, pointing to reports that Harry had failed to inform the Queen about their plans before going public. This perceived breach of trust further strained relationships within the family and fueled public criticism of the Sussexes. While Meghan and Harry maintained that their decision was driven by a desire for independence, others viewed it as a selfish move that prioritized personal gain over royal duty. Piers Morgan's accusations of hypocrisy. Piers Morgan's criticism of Meghan Markle reached new heights as he accused her and Prince Harry of blatant hypocrisy. Morgan argued that their actions contradicted their stated goals of seeking privacy and living a quieter life. For someone who claimed to want distance from the spotlight, Meghan's willingness to engage in high-profile interviews and sign multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify raised eyebrows. One of Morgan's main points of contention was the couple's infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey, in which they aired grievances about the royal family. Morgan questioned how Meghan could demand privacy while willingly sharing deeply personal details with a global audience. If you want to be private, don't go on national TV and talk about how private you want to be, Morgan quipped during one of his televised rants. Morgan's criticism extended to the couple's media ventures, including their Netflix series and podcast deals. He accused Meghan and Harry of capitalizing on their royal status to secure lucrative opportunities while simultaneously attacking the institution that gave them that platform. To Morgan and many of his supporters, this behavior epitomized hypocrisy and undermined Meghan's credibility. Meghan's Oprah interview, the bombshells that divided a nation. In March 2021, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey shocked the world. Sitting in a serene garden setting, the couple unleashed a series of explosive claims about their time within the royal family. Meghan revealed that a senior royal had expressed concerns about the potential skin tone of their then-unborn son, Archie. This revelation, combined with Meghan's admission that she had struggled with suicidal thoughts while pregnant, painted a grim picture of her experience as a working royal. The interview was a cultural earthquake, dividing opinions across the globe. Supporters hailed Meghan as brave for speaking out about racism, mental health, and the lack of support she received from the royal family. Many saw her as a modern woman who challenged outdated norms and exposed systemic flaws within an ancient institution. On the other hand, critics accused Meghan of exaggerating her struggles and unfairly tarnishing the royal family's reputation. Piers Morgan, one of Meghan Markle's harshest and most vocal critics, made headlines with his now infamous dismissal of her claims During a live broadcast on Good Morning Britain, reacting to Meghan's revelations in her 2021 Oprah Winfrey interview, Morgan stated bluntly, "I don't believe a word she says." His harsh criticism, particularly of Meghan's admission that she had struggled with suicidal thoughts during her time as a working royal, ignited a firestorm of controversy. Critics accused Morgan of not only insensitivity, but also perpetuating racial and gender biases. His refusal to acknowledge the legitimacy of Meghan's mental health struggles drew particular ire from viewers, mental health advocates, and public figures alike, with many condemning his remarks as damaging and dismissive. The backlash was immediate and intense. Over 50,000 complaints were lodged with Ofcom, the UK's communications regulator, making it one of the most complained-about moments in British television history. Among those who publicly condemned Morgan's remarks was Meghan herself, who reportedly filed a formal complaint to ITV regarding his conduct. This public outcry culminated in Morgan's dramatic departure from Good Morning Britain after a heated on-air argument with his colleague Alex Beresford, who defended Meghan and called Morgan's comments unfair and personal. The controversy surrounding Morgan's comments not only underscored the divisions in public opinion about Meghan, but also highlighted the intense scrutiny and polarized debates that surround the Sussexes. For some, Morgan was a defender of royal tradition and accountability, standing firm in his skepticism of Meghan's claims. For others, he represented a deep-seated bias against a woman of color, challenging one of the world's most powerful institutions. The incident became emblematic of the broader cultural and societal conversations about truth, mental health, and the evolving role of the monarchy in a modern, more diverse world. The fallout for the royal family. Trust-broken Meghan and Harry's revelations during the Oprah interview caused significant damage to the royal family's public image. Allegations of racism and neglect were particularly damaging, forcing the institution to respond carefully to avoid further controversy. In a rare public statement, Buckingham Palace addressed the claims, saying, "The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately." The interview deepened the rift between Harry and his brother, Prince William. William, known for his staunch defense of the monarchy, publicly countered Meghan's claims by saying, "We are very much not a racist family." However, the damage was done. The divide between the brothers, once described as inseparable, became a symbol of the growing tension within the royal family. For King Charles, the situation presented a unique challenge. As both a father and a monarch, he had to navigate the delicate balance between addressing personal grievances and protecting the institution he now leads. Charles reportedly found himself torn between his love for Harry and his duty to the crown. The situation raised important questions about how the monarchy could modernize and repair its image while maintaining its traditional values. Media and public perception. Heroes or villains? The media played a pivotal role in shaping public perception of Meghan and Harry's story. The couple's departure from the royal family and subsequent revelations were covered extensively, with commentators, tabloids, and social media users weighing in from all sides. Meghan and Harry's supporters framed them as modern reformers who challenged outdated traditions and prioritized mental health and personal freedom. On the flip side, critics saw them as opportunists who exploited their royal titles for personal gain, while undermining the institution. Social media amplified the debate, with hashtags like #TeamMeghan and #Megxit trending worldwide. Platforms like Twitter and Instagram became battlegrounds for supporters and detractors, with viral memes, videos, and posts fueling the conversation. Supporters praised Meghan for her courage in speaking out, while critics accused her of hypocrisy and dishonesty. The constant scrutiny placed the Sussexes under a microscope, making their every move a topic of public discourse. However, the media's role wasn't limited to commentary. The press itself became part of the narrative, with Meghan and Harry accusing British tabloids of spreading lies and perpetuating a hostile environment. Meghan often compared her treatment to that of Princess Diana, who faced relentless media harassment throughout her life. This parallel drew attention to the darker side of royal life and the ongoing tension between the monarchy and the press. Piers Morgan's role: a voice for tradition or a personal vendetta? Piers Morgan's outspoken criticism of Meghan Markle turned him into one of the most polarizing figures in the debate surrounding the Sussexes. As a staunch defender of the monarchy, Morgan positioned himself as a voice for tradition, arguing that Meghan and Harry's actions threatened the stability of the royal family. His fiery remarks, including his infamous dismissal of Meghan's mental health claims, earned him praise from royal traditionalists and condemnation from her supporters. Meghan's criticism often extended beyond Meghan's actions to her character, accusing her of manipulation and self-interest. He labeled Meghan a social climber who married into the royal family for fame and financial gain. However, critics of Meghan argued that his relentless attacks were fueled by personal animosity rather than genuine concern for the monarchy. It was widely speculated that Meghan's harsh views were influenced by his personal history with Meghan, who reportedly ghosted him after they briefly interacted socially. The peak of Meghan's criticism came during the Oprah interview fallout, when his remarks sparked over 50,000 complaints to Ofcom, the UK's communications regulator. This led to his controversial exit from Good Morning Britain. While Meghan claimed he was standing up for free speech, his detractors accused him of perpetuating racial and gender biases. Whether viewed as a champion of royal tradition or a man with a personal vendetta, Meghan's role in the Meghan Markle debate remains a defining aspect of the controversy. Meghan's secret: what it reveals about the monarchy. The revelations surrounding Meghan Markle's experiences within the royal family highlight deeper issues that have long plagued the monarchy. Meghan's struggles with racism, mental health, and a lack of support underscore the challenges of being an outsider in an institution rooted in centuries-old traditions. Her story has brought to light the difficulty of modernizing a system that resists change and remains steeped in formality. The tension between tradition and progress has always been a challenge for the monarchy, but Meghan's revelations force the institution to confront uncomfortable truths. Allegations of racism and neglect have raised questions about the royal family's ability to represent a diverse and inclusive society. Critics argue that Meghan's experiences reflect broader systemic issues within the monarchy, highlighting a need for reform and greater transparency. However, the backlash against Meghan also reveals the public's divided perception of the royal family. While some see Meghan as a trailblazer who challenged outdated norms, others view her as a disruptor who undermined the institution. This divide reflects the ongoing struggle between those who support modernization and those who wish to preserve tradition. As the royal family navigates these challenges, Meghan's story serves as a reminder of the complexities and contradictions of royal life. What Meghan's secret means for the future. Meghan Markle's story is about more than one woman's experience. It's a reflection of an institution at a crossroads. Her revelations about her struggles within the royal family have sparked a global conversation about race, mental health, and the future of the monarchy. While opinions on Meghan remain deeply divided, one thing is clear: her story has changed the way we view the royal family forever. Meghan's confession exposes the complexities of modernizing a centuries-old institution while addressing societal expectations.
If I didn't say it, that I would do it, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
The way that I saw it was, there is a way of doing things, but for us, for this union and the specifics around her race, there was an
It challenges the monarchy to adapt to a rapidly changing world and to reconcile its traditions with the need for inclusivity and accountability. At the same time, it raises important questions about the role of public figures in shaping narratives and the power of media in influencing perception. As the world watches the ongoing saga of Meghan, Harry, and the royal family, the stakes remain high. Will the monarchy embrace reform and modernization, or will it continue to struggle under the weight of tradition? Meghan's story is a reminder that even the most powerful institutions must evolve to remain relevant. Can the monarchy adapt to the modern era, or will it crumble under the weight of tradition? The answer to this question may define the future of one of the world's oldest and most iconic institutions.